I was talking to him before he went to U23s. He apparently plays Smash on his Switch.
He does. We play together. He kills me.
Does he? Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Who wins?
Well, I taught him how to play.
Oh, see, you're responsible for the beast.
I am. But then he got addicted to the game and started watching and playing pretty hardcore. And when you play a lot, I didn't play. I was just naturally good at the game because I play a lot of video games. So I used to just murder him for the first month or two we played. And then I didn't play for another year, and I came back and he asked me to play him, and he beat me so bad it wasn't even funny. and you don't know much about the game, I'm sure, but there it's called disrespectful things. You get when you kill someone in a disrespectful way, it's like.
We're still talking Smash, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I played Smash before.
Yeah. Now, imagine every single time he kills you, he's disrespecting you, or
So in my head, that's the equivalent of 56-0 in Madden.
Well, kinda. It'd be more like every play he ran in Madden would be I don't know, a trick play, you just same play every time and you just can't stop it kind of thing.
See, to me, that's not disrespect. You got to play better defense.
But it's but there's nothing you can do when he's that much better than you. He just beats the crap out of me. I can I can hold my own sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's only when he's really messing around too much.
Who's the go-to Smash character for you? He likes Mario.
I play Zelda.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you like to go back and forth then? Or can Zelda in the later games? Can Zelda?
Just Zelda.
Okay.
Sheik is a different character.
Okay, because in Melee you could.
Yeah, I know. Melee is a good game.
Yeah, that's where I stopped.
Okay, yeah. And then went Brawl and then Ultimate.
Yeah, see, that was way too confusing for me. So that's
Yeah, no, he plays all the characters, but Marcus and Mario is his first main. That makes sense.
Yeah, I got you.
You're asking me gaming questions, so I'm getting more specific.
Yeah, you're more animated when you answer gaming questions.
It's more of my world.
I'm gonna put a pin in that because I'm very curious about that world. As if the questions over the years.
If you ask me my dream job or my dream when I'm older would be to own an esports team and run one like that. Now you got to be a multi-millionaire, which will never happen as a wrestler.
Well, not with that attitude.
I mean, it'd be lucky, but if I win everything and get some endorsement deals or something, But that would be a dream of mine.
Yeah.
Because I don't watch sports, I watch esports.
Yeah.
I follow the game that he was talking about. That's the game I follow. If I met basketball NBA player, I wouldn't really I'd fist bump him and be cool. If I met Faker, who's the best player in the game I play, I would probably be actually nervous. I'm not nervous about anyone.
The people that react to you, that's how you would react to him.
I mean, similarly, I can see how they feel to some extent when I think of him, not when I think of LeBron or Michael Jordan. Because to them, I know how they feel getting people, and theirs is 1,000,000 times worse.
Yeah.
So I would just ignore them, Whereas I can see why people are like that because if I met Faker, I'd be that is the GOAT.
Yeah.
That is the guy that we all aspire to be in that game. Who knows?
Is e-gaming is that just a super niche world similar to wrestling, but just a different type of niche world?
It's gotten pretty popular. I mean, there are esports athletes and esports players.
Well, and there's esport programs, right?
Well, there are esport players in league that have $1 million contracts.
That's impressive. I didn't realize that.
That's their contract, not their sponsorships. And then the esports teams are sponsored by BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Toyota, Honda, all these big companies.
Dude, you picked the wrong path.
I'm not good enough, man. Listen, the prime age for an esports player is 17 to 22.
Oh, so you missed your prime window.
Oh, absolutely. I'd be an old man in esports. It's unbelievable. Completely different world.
Yeah.
So
well,
I'll try and own one day. It'll probably never happen, but it's a goal of mine.
I like that. Actual wrestling question.
Yeah.
Kind of piggybacking off the last comment there. Do you feel like the old man in this room?
I mean, I am the oldest guy on the team, and they all kind of call me Grandpa now because of the Kemmer. So they always make me you took a spot, But it is different, I really thought I'd be done in 4 years, so I should have been done, 18 to 22, right? So even 21 actually, so 17 to 21 is when I got to college. So it should have been done 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So people complain a lot about me being older, but the thing is I never redshirted. I wrestled every year that I could. Then I had a medical, and then the COVID. So there's nothing that I could have done about that.
Yeah.
You can't, I don't want to be 24 wrestling in college. Everyone thinks I want to be 24 wrestling in college. No, I want to be 22, 21, the oldest wrestling in college, like it should have been because I never redshirted.
Yeah.
My goal was 4 and done and get into my international career. And Instead, I had COVID ruined the 1 year, the last tournament. I missed, and I had 5 matches left in my career basically, and then I couldn't compete because I was too injured. So, what do you want me to do, man? You want me to not take the 1 year that I could, potentially make history? Like, I think people are a little bit unrealistic. So.
Yeah, that's just outside noise. That happens.
I don't care. I'm trying to support my team, my family, everyone. Achieve the goal I set as an 8-year-old kid.
Yeah.
And I don't care what people think, but it is annoying when everyone's like, yeah, but he's 36. It's like, I'm not even that old, man. Like, I'm not middle age.
What's the season gonna look like for you, man? Like, I know coming back from the double surgery thing, it sounds like it's gonna be like an easing the way in. Is that the right way to describe it?
We're just gonna take it one day at a time, like we've always been doing it. Tom is very, very about the individual and what's best for him. So I'll be leaning on my staff for what they think is the best process for that. It is coming up, so we do have to make decisions pretty quick. But we're not really worried about it. I've proven myself. I've wrestled a lot of college seasons. So, I think people need to understand that I can do it. So.
Yeah. Well, ideally, when would you like to be back?
Well, as soon as possible. It's frustrating because this might be the first time in a long time where I wrestled in a carver with fans. So the more I wrestle in a carver with fans, the better for me. So.
The other thing I wanted to ask you about is this offseason you found the weight room, which in my head I'm like, bro, that's scary for other 25-pounders, right? Like, what was that? What's that been like for you? Just really kind of diving into that world a little bit, or at least sharing that part of your world.
It was kind of fun. Because the thing is, I am kind of freaky strong there because I've never really lifted before. I've always done team lifts, it's just a burn, curl to pull up to climb rope after practice maybe, but I've never lifted, so it was fun having a lifting sheet because I've had 3 different strength coaches that have been here, and none of them have ever got me to lift. They just kind of gave up. They're like, yeah, he does his own thing, go do your pull-ups and muscle-ups like I always did, very, very rarely, really, but so it was just different, doing controlled stuff, and because that's all I could do. I couldn't do anything with my knees, so but.
How in the times that you've been on the mat, have you been able to feel that extra strength?
Maybe. Dennis says I feel strong, so.
Well, hey, that's one example, right? I wasn't sure, asking Tony, for example, last year he went through that transformation. Where do you feel it the most? And he's just getting to positions faster, able to finish things faster. I wasn't sure if there was something similar for you.
I've always felt stronger than my opponents, so I don't know if it would really be that different.
Yeah. But, well, I guess in my head it's Spencer's already freakishly strong. Now he found the weight room. Good luck, right?
I don't know if weight room really is that big of a factor. Maybe it is.
Yeah.
We'll find out, I guess.
Yeah. Fair enough. Last question for you. A handful of new faces are probably going to be in the lineup this year.
Yeah.
I know you're a lead by example type of guy. At what point do you want to see a lot of these pieces start to come together?
Well, they got not a lot of time. So they got 3 weeks to our first match, right? So gotta get the cylinders cranking. This is the time to be ready. We're really getting ready right now. So our practice today will probably be a good one. We had yesterday off, so it'll be a good tough one today probably because we're getting ready for those matches they're the biggest in the world. So those guys they're gonna get that first taste of Carver and the nerves and the fans, and they're gonna have to be ready to go. So
100%.